The bad news is my heart is still failing.
What happened to this guy? Brandon Buckingham might not survive. He's in the ICU for heart, lung, liver, and kidney failure. Actual fail. Dr. Z. I feel like they need a different tagline for that. People on Reddit were saying he has a drinking problem, is always throwing up or in the ICU because of his videos. Really? I feel like multi-system organ failure is not good. Oh, but isn't this guy kind of young? Well, isn't this guy like 30 or what? Jesus. In the ICU, my heart is failing, my lungs are failing, my liver and kidneys are failing. Things are not looking good, my friends. I love you guys. Doctor believes I have tuberculosis, septic pneumonia, and or liver failure. Pray for me, guys. Is a TB diagnosis in the West fine? Because like as long as because we have like meds for it and everything, or can that advance enough that you're like fucked if you have it? Jesus. Well, good luck.
My name is Brandon Buckingham, and it really pains me to write this, but I feel obligated to only because I have an 11-month-old baby who is taken care of by my beautiful stay-at-home wife who I provide for.
Damn, I didn't know you had a baby. Damn.
4 days ago, I woke up not knowing where I was, completely deaf. My feet were swollen, and I was in severe pain. I was rushed to urgent care and eventually the ICU. I was very disoriented, confused, and unable to breathe. The initial diagnosis was acute systolic heart failure, kidney failure, and liver failure, all things brought on by
Heart failure, kidney failure, and liver failure. That's a lot of organs.
pneumonia and subsequent sepsis or possibly tuberculosis. The good news is they no longer think I have tuberculosis. The bad news is my heart is still failing, and my lungs and kidneys are still in very rough shape. I don't know what's going to happen to me, but I know for sure if I do survive, it will be a very long recovery, and I will not be able to provide for my family for at least several months if things go well. A cardiology specialist informed me that
I don't think complete organ failure comes just from drinking, though. My guess is that when certain organs start to fail, then that can roll over into other organs failing, would be my guess. Like if you have like liver failure, that might cause like kidney failure, which would like everything kind of like snowballs at that point, I think. You need your organs to do their job.
I'll be on bed rest for 2 to 4 months. And as I recover from this very scary, life-threatening illness, I will need help with things like my mortgage, utilities, baby supplies, and the over $100,000 in medical debt I've racked up while dealing with this nightmare.
Damn.
I will also likely need to be on heart medication the rest of my life.
Damn.
I've never asked for help before, but my heart is currently only working at 15 to 20%. So if anyone out there cares, please consider donating to my GoFundMe to help me provide until I am able to work again, as well as help pay off the medical bills I've racked up. And if you aren't able to donate, please consider by watching my videos, as I won't be able to upload new ones for a while. Thank you for all your love and prayers. This has been one of the scariest times of my life, and all your support has meant the world to me.
The phone is a text message to Jeffrey Epstein. Just kidding. Damn. Are people just being retarded, or do we know that he was an alcoholic or whatever? I think we know that he was an alcoholic. Like, I don't think it's like a secret. I think it's like an addiction that he's wrestled with for a while, but I don't know if he did any other drugs or anything. You met this guy at the gun thing with Tom, right? Yeah, he's in that friend group. He was the one who was beefing with Sneeko a long time ago. This guy says he knew Brandon, and he's not an alcoholic. Uh-oh. He won't be the same, and with his clearly chronic addiction, he will go right back to drinking. He's not making it out of this one way or another. He needed help a long time ago. He is not a chronic alcoholic at all. I've known Brandon for over 24 years, and he's never been much of a drinker. He might drink in videos for content, but drank far less than most of us did in our town growing up and throughout our 20s. He does have chronic Lyme disease that has caused him several issues in the past. He's also been to areas in Syria and Lebanon within the last year that are currently dealing with several epidemics. I can guarantee that this is not related to alcohol-induced organ failure. Tuberculosis has an average incubation period of 2 years and will typically remain latent for a decade. Damn, is that true? Wait, I had no idea. It literally said in the video that the organ failure was a result of TB. Oh, okay. What's your issue with Lyme's disease again? Chronic Lyme's disease is not a real thing. It's like a made-up meme thing for people with a vague collection of symptoms that they either do have or don't have. TB generally affects the lungs. It can affect other parts of the body. Most infections show no symptoms, in which case it is known as inactive or latent tuberculosis. A small proportion of latent infections progress to active disease that, if left untreated, can be fatal. It's when people have active TB, they cough. Damn. Oh, I didn't know that. Jesus. Why are we talking about this? Because the Brandon Buckingham guy was like a content creator that is apparently dying, maybe, in the hospital. You don't get total organ failure from alcohol by 30 years old. Yeah, maybe that's, I don't know. I don't know how the progression of the disease is. I will say that when I hung out with Brandon, I want to say there were so many bags of cocaine and then just straight fucking, I think he was drinking absinthe. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't make up something about a guy that's dying. I'm sorry. I don't think I saw him drink a single time when we were hanging out for the gun shooting thing. Now, maybe alcoholics drink in secret or something, but I don't know how long ago that was, but there was no indication. Now, for an alcoholic, I don't think you'll ever know if they're drunk. I couldn't tell with a couple of alcoholics I met. I can never really tell they're drunk because they're fucking alcoholics. But I mean, we went out to eat a few times. I never saw him drink ever. I never saw him talk about alcohol or anything else. Turkey Tom might know better than me. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, maybe you'd smell it a lot on their breath. Candace Owens. 2 days ago, I was contacted by a high-ranking employee of the French government. After determining this person's position and proximity to the French couple, I have deemed the information they gave me to be credible enough to share publicly in the event that something happens. In a just world, by the way, Candace would be done as a news anything. The fact that she got a troll email and claimed that she multiple times verified in different ways the authenticity of that troll email that clearly she didn't verify at all. I don't know how anybody would have any credibility for her whatsoever. How could you believe a single thing she says?
Like I said, someone emailed us and we took our time vetting this tip. We vetted it across multiple government agencies and to really the highest levels of government. So this is legit. I've printed it out and I'm going to read around some parts, removing some parts to provide this individual, who, by the way, I have no idea who this is, but to give him and her even some more coverage. They're taking a tremendous risk, so I'm just going to read this to you guys. Candace, I'm aware that you suspect the government and other entities are involved in the events leading up to and on September 10th. You might have been wondering why SUBTT made so many visits to Wilmington, Delaware, out of all places, and I can personally answer that. The information I am giving you will implicate the FBI and various other government agencies all at the same time. I am entirely confident in stating that the plane and those vehicles are connected to 920 North King Street, which is at a place that is marketed also as 1 Rodney Square. And here's where it gets big. In June of 1997, the Department of Justice's own directory lists, quote, Wilmington Residence Office, 1 Rodney Square, Suite 404, 920 King Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801. That is your line to know that it is a federal resident office, 920 North King Street. And at the same address, the United States Secret Service, 920 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801. It's the building that Snowden leaked. Find one that makes it look brown and then compare it to 920 North King Street in Wilmington. It looks exactly like a mini version of the thing. Back to 920 North King Street, 920 North King Street. That 920 North King Street is also the FBI. Federal SUVs move from that airport to 920 North King Street. 920 North King Street has been a federal residence office since at least 1997, and today it houses the DEA, the FBI, and the United States Secret Service, all at the same address. Wilmington is undeniably a terminal point, and the only logical reason points to 920 North King Street. I read this, checked it, verified it. One Rodney Square, 920 King Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801. I am passing this to you because you are honest enough to see this for what it is.
In short, this person claims that the Macrons have executed upon and paid for my assassination. Yes, you read that correctly. More specifically, that the green light was given to a small team in National Gendarmerie Intervention Group. I am told there is one Israeli that is on this assassination squad and the plans were formalized. Again, this person provided concrete proof that they are well placed within the French government apparatus. Further to this point, this person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassin trained with the French Legion 13th Brigade with multi-state involvement. Journalist Xavier Poussard's life is also at risk. This is deadly serious. The head of state of France apparently wants us both dead and has authorized professional units to carry this out. I ask that every person retweet and share this. I do not know who in the American government can be trusted, since this source claims our leaders are aware. But I have more specific information, which is definitely verifiable, should they care to reach out to me. You're going to wait for the U.S. government to reach out to you in their incredible assassination? Okay. To the brave official in France who did this because they were so moved by the evil of Charlie's public execution to risk their life, may God bless you truly. Let all be revealed. Why would you even reveal that they were French? Or maybe she's lying about the source. I don't know if this will happen ever in my lifetime or if we're just done having serious conversations about politics, but I pray for the day that all these comedians and pop culture fucking losers are done talking about political stuff ever. This is fucking wild. I'm hoping this isn't true, but if it is, they should know that taking out Candace Owens will turn all of us into Candace Owens. Dave Smith, what a fucking retard. How the fuck could you even take this seriously? Like, this is like one day after she got caught lying about the most retarded shit in the world. You think this is that the French government is using a multinational assassination squad to go after fucking Candace Owens?